Program complete. Enter when ready.
Welcome back to Almost a Retrek Review. This week, we're doing the thing that everybody wants to talk about, which is what does Caleb think of Season 2 of Star Trek The Animated Series? It's going to be a real stinker because there was only 2 episodes that we covered. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Caleb.
So, in the 2 episodes that we covered, Bem, in the counterclock incident,
Yeah.
we have 8 trophies assigned. So, for the most unlikable award for Bem, you picked Bem.
Yeah. That checks.
And for the counterclock incident, you picked Carla Five's father, and he may be known as Carl Six.
That's the baby.
Yeah.
I remember picking that this one.
So, for the entire second season,
Yeah.
who is the most unlikable character and gets the Erica Ortegas award?
Well, it's definitely Ben.
Yeah.
He's just unbelievably bad.
Yeah. He's not really hard competition between a child that has no dialogue and that. He's pretty terrible.
Yeah, there's no competition.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why they did what they did, but they certainly did it.
Yeah. I don't know if there's characters that are worse in season 2, but for me,
there might be.
Bem is pretty bad. As far as like all bad characters in Star Trek, he's up there on the list.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Top 5 at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't disagree. Okay, so now on to the most forgettable award. For Bem, you picked Scotty. And for the counterclock incident, you picked McCoy. So, who gets the Elizabeth Cutler Award for being the most forgettable of season 2?
Who is in the episode of Bem on the planet? It's just Spock and Kirk.
Yeah, Scotty and...
But that episode had very little McCoy too, right?
Yeah.
So let's go with McCoy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't...
Yes.
I almost wonder if he's not...
He might not even be in it.
He might be briefly in it, but yeah.
I think it's just like the counterclockwise. He's like on the bridge in the very beginning for like 2 seconds.
And that's it.
And then that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's a good choice.
So yeah, McCoy. Not enough McCoy.
So next we have the Best Alien Award. And for Bem, you picked Mares, the Cathian officer in the background. And then for the counterclock incident, I caught it in the edit that we didn't ask you in that episode, but off camera, you let me know it was Edix. So, who for season 2 gets the Mugatu Award for being the best alien?
The lizard people.
Yeah, wow, okay. All right.
Let's do that. Let's do lizard. The lizard people were cool.
Yeah. I know it's kind of like a dumb thing, but I do also, you probably are the same. I don't know what you would say, like animal humanoid alien.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
like and the lizard people. They're like, oh, they're animals, but now they're like human. They're like people kind of thing. It's cool.
Well, yeah, what is it? Morphoids.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. It's just cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like that kind of stuff. Like he's even like we covered here recently, Return of the Jedi, and like General Akbar is like a fish basically, and it's cool. It's just cool.
Yeah, I forget the other guys. I forget what they're called, but they're like the squid, and they have like the tentacles.
Yeah,
they're pretty cool.
Yeah, those are cool too. Yeah. I don't sure. Next is the MVP award, and for Bem, you picked Spock. And for the counterclock incident, you picked Spock.
Baby Spock.
Well, you just picked
Yeah.
Spock in general, but
Yeah.
yeah. So who gets the Trip Tucker Award for being the MVP of season 2?
Spock.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always Spock. Because and only because Scotty didn't do much.
He didn't do too much. No, not in those 2 episodes.
He didn't fix anything or save the day.
Yeah, it's funny. It's
So
funny.
it's got to be Spock.
Yeah, it's got to be Spock.
Can't be
So
Kirk.
boring.
Kirk's the captain. He's just there.
No,
It's
boring.
his job. It's his job to be the MVP. So
Plus, many times, like we've talked about, Kirk is always kind of confused and caught off guard by things, and Spock, like, always is helping him get out of a situation. So,
yeah.
okay, next we have the best action sequence. From Bem, you picked the away team getting attacked by the lizard primitives that you picked for best alien. And then in the counterclock incident, you picked escaping the Nova and the crew like de-aging.
Yeah.
So, what gets the Shran Award for being the best action sequence of season 2?
I like them escaping the Nova still.
Yeah.
They're all turning into babies. It's pretty great.
It's funny when I was like editing it and you were talking about like Spock reaching up with the controls and like everybody was laughing and stuff. I was just like, it actually kind of is pretty cool. Like if you take all the comedy out of it and like the
Yeah.
funny animation of it, like it's a pretty like hardcore serious scene because it's like April's at the other, he's like to the right of Spock and he's like pushing stuff on the con,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
Spock is reaching up and he's trying to like do it too.
No, it's great.
So they don't die.
It's great. No, the idea
Yeah.
of like, hey, so it's gonna take us like 10 minutes to get out of this nebula, and by then, like everyone's going to be like newborns.
Yeah.
And I just love that idea. That concept is so funny to me. Like I think I
know.
said in the last episode, like, you got Scotty be like, oh, I have to go to the engine room and fix this thing, and he like goes into the lift, the elevator, and then it opens up on the 5th floor, and he's just a baby. Oh no, that's great.
It's happening. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's pretty good.
It is. It is good actually. Yeah. Next we have the Sweet Ship Stuff Award. So for Bem, you pick the double communicator, kind of like mashed together.
Yeah,
And in the counterclock incident, you pick just generally the Enterprise going backwards, just the shots of it going in the reverse direction.
yeah.
So, what gets the NX Award for season 2 for being some sweet ship stuff? Which also always encompass like
is like tech
Stuff
technology.
too.
Yeah. I am going to say that it's the transporter.
Wow.
Because no matter what happens, you can
Yeah.
always use the transporter to fix everything.
Everything. No problems whatsoever.
Oh, what's that? You're a baby now?
Transporter.
If we cook you in the transporter long enough, we like saved your progress in the transporter when you went down to the planet. So we'll just put you in there, swirl your being around in the ether and slam it all back together. It'll be fine.
The funny thing is there are going forward, there are several like multiple episodes where stuff happens with the transporter and stuff like that. But there's only a few episodes I can think in my head where it's like wildly different, kind of like they're now babies or they're really old, and I'm trying to remember if they kind of do the lazy thing where they're just like, yeah, use the transporter, or they try to like put some, try to sprinkle it up a little bit to like make it a little bit more sense. But yeah,
it's funny because when I started watching Strange New Worlds for the retrack, and it was like, I was like, man, that's really ridiculous that they like transported that like serum into Spock's eye. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But then watching the original series, I was like, well, that's actually not that. It's not that bad.
Not too far.
That's pretty. It's pretty normal stuff actually.
Yeah.
But then the episode Enterprise where Hoshi gets stuck. In the, it's really great. I remember that episode's really great. It's like the whole episode is like crazy. Nobody, she's in this like,
and that's definitely that's definitely the more of the writing of the later like 90s
Yeah,
Trek. It's
that's cool.
similar to those kind of things.
Yeah, yeah, I liked it. I liked it, and I like
Yeah.
the end where it's like, she's telling everybody about it, and they're like, "You only beamed up like 2 seconds after the captain."
Right. Like it only took us like an extra second or two to like,
Yeah,
bring you together, materialize you. Yeah,
yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
it's
I
true.
like it though.
I like it. Next, we have the Big Cheese Award for being the cheesiest thing. So in Bem, you had the fact that Spock and Kirk and Bem kept being put in cages like multiple times throughout the episode.
Yeah, big enough where they could just slide through into.
Yeah. And then in the counterclock incident, you picked Sarah April's flower.
My flower.
So yeah, what gets the Porthos Award for being the cheesiest thing of season two?
So you know what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it's the reusing of the core cast voices.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So like Uhura voices 3 or 4 different things.
Yeah. So she, like, for example, she is the sparkly
Yeah,
deity in BAM. She's
yeah.
Carla 5 in Counterclock
Scarlet 5.
and Sarah April in
Yeah,
Counterclock. So
yeah.
yeah,
And then Scotty
is like everybody else
is
basically.
everybody. So it's
Like
like,
whoever isn't the main cast, he plays everybody. Yeah,
so to me, that's pretty cheesy that they couldn't just
yeah.
pull like a couple of the
Just
writers or
one or
somebody
two,
to.
somebody, right? Yeah.
But
Even have like McCoy or like Nimoy or
yeah,
Shatner like voice somebody else too, right?
yeah, right. And it's cool. I'm glad that they use Uhura. I'm not
Oh
saying
yeah,
that I
totally.
don't like that. It's cool. It's nice that she got to do a lot of other like work for the show, and
But
I
it's
like
like
that.
it's
But it's
everybody.
just funny that it's like everybody is the same 4 people.
Yeah, because I think when you literally look at it, like from Scotty's angle, he literally voices like himself,
Yeah,
Bem. He probably
yeah.
voices another
Eric's,
red shirt, Eric's, right? And then he probably voices the son, Carl Four, and he voices Robert April.
yeah, yeah.
So it's
And
like
he was the cat. He was the cat guy in season 1. Yeah, it's like
he's
he's
a
done a
yeah,
ton of stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Well, we'll talk about it next time, but I want to say that's similar to what you picked for last season. But we'll
Mm.
talk about that in another video. And finally, we have the best scene award. So in BEM, you picked Scotty's Loch Ness Monster line.
Oh yeah.
And then in the counterclock incident, you picked child Spock at the con reaching up and trying to save everybody. So, what gets the Star Trek Enterprise Award for being the best scene of season two?
I like when they're all turned into babies.
Okay. Yeah.
There's like that pan over where you see like Uhura is like small,
Yeah.
and then Spock is little on the controls, and then all the like other babies are all like playing in the corner.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's pretty
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah. It's one of the shocking things that happens like in Star Trek where they. And what's funny is, again, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but like this isn't like a one time event kind of thing. It's interesting. It's like I don't want to say like toddlers, but like the concept of
Yeah,
hyper like
time
aging
and
and
yeah,
de-aging is not like this doesn't go away. So yeah.
I would love to see this like live action.
Me too. Yeah, that would be super fun. Yeah. But yeah, easily counterclock incident takes the majority of the awards. So with that being said, what is the best episode of season two that you saw?
Oh, Ben. It's definitely Ben.
Definitely Ben. Yeah.
No, it's
Can't wait to watch.
counterclockwise incident is pretty
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
It's right up there for me with the one in season 1 where Spock goes into the past.
Yeah, yeah.
Yesteryear, wasn't it? No, what was
Yeah,
it?
yesteryear, yeah.
So yeah, these two to me are kind of like in the same
Yeah.
ballpark.
I
They
hear you.
both kind of stand out.
I hear you.
It's cool, and it was cool getting to see April.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's cool that they had like yet another captain of the Enterprise, like in the show.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that.
nice. Well, that's the thing. You've heard all the stuff that Caleb has picked for season 2, but there is still going to be one more video of what Caleb thinks of the entire series. We'll hear that in another video next week. So we appreciate you tuning in and watching, despite it being short. We know that this is just a fun little way of like summing up the
Yeah.
episodes and all that. But before you go, make sure you go over to Caleb's channel. You can check out anything on his page.
Yeah, so my most recent video that came out was I made a Wolverine helmet.
Nice.
I don't know why. I don't know why Wolverine is popular again all of a sudden.
No idea.
Mystery. Mystery. But yeah, I made one and it was really fun and easy and I liked it so much I made a second one.
Mm.
Yeah. And I'll probably make a third one.
And then make a fourth
One for each suit, a blue one, a brown one, a black.
Then you got to make like the Weapon X, like
The helmet, yeah.
the helmet thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be sweet.
That would be sweet.
Just gonna do the
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, that's really cool. I'm a big fan of X-Men. There are some comics with X-Men Star Trek crossovers, so that's always fun. So yeah, go over to Caleb's channel, watch that video. With a video like that, he helps you be able to make it yourself and have one in your home.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And for this I used somebody else's pattern. He kind of made it first, and it's always easier when somebody else makes
Yeah.
the template that you can just follow. So yeah, I'll have all his videos stuff in the description, and you can give him some support too. He's a pretty cool dude.
Very cool. Very, very
So
cool.
yeah.
Well, make sure you go over there and give Caleb a like, give him a comment, give him a suggestion, give him a subscribe. You decide. As always, if you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, share it with all your friends and family and Trek enthusiasts, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and ring that bell for notifications so you don't miss when an episode like this comes out. Next week, Caleb and I will be talking about the entire Star Trek animated series. We'll do another What Does Caleb Think, but this time for both season 1 and season 2. And then after that, it's going to be a pause of the Retrek review on this channel, but it's going to continue on Caleb's channel, The Plastic Underground. We're going to do all 6 original series films with Shatner and the gang. So absolutely go over there, check it out. We're going to talk about the movies over there. And then in September, we're going to pick it back up over here on the Retrek review side with Star Trek The Next Generation. So stay tuned and follow us. And recently we started a Patreon, so you can always go to Patreon, Retrek Review, find us. It's in the description. You can sign up and you can make suggestions, and Caleb and I will try to fulfill that.
Yeah. We're gonna make merch.
Got some merch ideas. So
BEM shirts, mud shirts,
Cyrano
Jones shirts. Oh, it's gonna be
beautiful.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Anything you want.
Anything you want. Yeah, it's gonna be merch stuff from all the content that we've reviewed. So
Yeah.
go over there to catch anything like that. All right. Well, thanks for doing this, Caleb. Thanks everybody for watching. So send us out.
Computer and program.
See you guys.